is taking this up all while calling at the same time. Only just joining this month in the team, so this.
I mean,
is...
Vinny is Joe.
Vinny's calling. Why did I think they switched it up there? I don't know. Anyway.
No. It is Vinny. ShindeN's just an opera, but he's doing a hell of a good job at it.
He's doing a brilliant job. Brilliant job. Now entering into the matchup, Imperial on the T side, ShindeN now on the CT side as we get things going. This is the upper bracket. Both teams have won their first round series. So they're still the lower bracket, but winning this match will put them in the upper bracket finals up against MIBR.
That would definitely be a good game to watch, no matter who comes out on top. ShindeN was very difficult to deal with in their game 2 days ago. Looked like a very well put together machine. Bit of a walk-up connector from the T side. Look at action towards T spawn. This is a very tricky play out of it. He's going to catch Vinny off guard, but the play might happen way before that.
Yeah, he was hiding out, trying to get in, but doesn't want to risk another bite. Only falling to the end of jungle. Tommy, he's wrapped around all the way on ramp. Fragedy as well, having some great success, but there is some comeback coming. Imperial 3 picks in a matter of a second. The Senshi, first shot, it lands, but now's a mighty quick to deny clutch from the Senshi and the defuse with no issues at all.
This is still concerning. There's a smile on the face of Nas, and obviously he's going to do it, but considering the stance, considering what the minimap looked like, I think it should have been a cleaner conversion for the CT side, probably with the flank coming out of T's house, surrounded the T's were, the opening killing towards jungle as well. There's that shot out of Tommy, but then the Senshi goes absolutely nuclear. 1 kill out of Sads, and the Senshi, he was so confident going into this fight. He had enough to back off and hide in towards jungle, decided to face off against Nas, and that one Forest Buy is definitely coming through. An AK, a Galil, a couple of pistols, a amount of UT, the Senshi, Sads in with those 2 rifles, both heading in towards Palace. It's a 3-man Palace walk.
Fragedy. Full spy coming in from ShindeN and Imperial both. But Fragedy is nice postured on a drop as well to avoid any further confrontation. Now, they have a chance to shut Cello's life down, especially with that strong HE. Position will be checked, but it's a lazy beat. Cello, a double kill. And then 4 as an upgrade. And all of a sudden, very doable to take over.
Tommy Shed is already on the bomb side. They'll realize their backside.
Ow. So, what was gained momentarily earlier by courtesy of Cello instantly falls down due to Tommy's efforts. Now, bomb can head in a different direction. Hector could very much be a position where they push through.
That was a very quick play out of Palace and then up towards the B bomb side, so they still have a lot of time to. Then she's going to get boosted the window, but Ifs is watching for it.
Essentially, no more. Stands in all that is left, but it's plenty of players around. The pincer can be created fairly quickly. Bomb another. The check in on jungle. Ifs appears, and the check gets a bit too much in that 1v3. ShindeN get themselves the 2-0.
Very well done out of Tommy. We're talking about IGLs, right? You've got Vinny on one, you've got Tommy on the other. Substantially younger is Tommy, 23 years of age, but he's been playing professional Counter-Strike since CSGO, which was a surprise actually. Since 2019, so he's got a decent amount of experience with teams like Isurus, Furious as well. So some of the top 10 teams at the end and early CS2 days. And obviously he's been on ShindeN for a little while. Shout out Gar. Tommy Jed. A big sequence. And Imperial, as much as they might want to keep on forcing because of the bomb plants and the damage, they are eventually in a position where it's a little bit better. This one off. Go for the pistols. Maybe a cheeky set piece play. Smoke jungle, molly stairs, double flash out. Hope for the pistols to be able to scale. Actually, the molly is going to go under palace. Oh, they've got the double smoke for stairs and jungle. All right.
This is still difficult for Imperial. Tommy clearing out mid. There is the element of Cello dropping in connector. Timing needs to be... It was only good for the one. Superseding the smoke.
Nice on Cello.
Cello's timing needs to be impeccable, but then again, just too many players are now closing down on mid. Means that this becomes a treacherous ordeal for Imperial Bomb. Trying to drop back. The Sentry, always dangerous. But is this far-fetched? 2v3. Another one dig. And there might be a chance. The Sentry. Oh. Made ShindeN shake a little bit there. A lot of rifles and bodies on the floor. But with Sanson on 11 and just the Glock in hand, this one's done.
Yeah, question here is if Sanson's going to be able to actually make the cross and get a bomb plant on the B bomb side. Unfortunately, there's a player right in front of him, and he's going down. Naz will confirm it. It's a triple kill out of the man that secured that one pistol around ShindeN already. Working with a 3-0 lead here on Mirage. So this is looking pretty interesting. Mirage has been a very comfortable ground for Imperial. Again, as we pointed out, one of these maps that they've got an almost impeccable record on. It's been looking quite good. We're staring at 5 wins in a row, and these are all with Sanson on the lineup. LP, Keat, Stars, Bounty Hunters, Fluxo, and Bestia Academy. And then it's a bit of a 50, right? They've played it 4 times, they've lost it twice, they've won it twice. One of the wins against Imperial, that's so challenge, that was back in May. And they've played it only 1 time since.
Forced off the angle and connector. As Imperial focus and taking up that mid control at the start. A 1-3-1 setup for them, and Norway finds success on his own individual fight. Not too bad. It forces Naz away from short. Could relieve some pressure off from Imperial if they want to take strides forwards, but instead opt out of it, and a potential A rotation coming in.
First time they get an opener to work with. No way. One of the heroes from that Dust 2 from a couple of days ago against Bestia. 25 frags on. There was kills involved. Vinny getting these flashes lined up. They don't really have a whole bunch of util, but still enough for one singular execution. That was just the close-up round flash to make sure there's no aggressing CT. Smokes coming in. Jungle stairs. Actually, double molly for the stairs.
Making sure there's no shenanigans coming in from ShindeN. Taking all measures possible. Though it does connect onto Norway, and this becomes a fathomable deal for ShindeN, especially given the bomb hasn't gone down just yet. It's all the way towards B. Aggression persists, and Cello is untouchable. Double kill, triple kill. This guy doesn't stop.
This is so weird. The bomb's gonna get planted. Tommy, does he realize he's not even on the correct bomb side? Surely they don't let here tapping away. He's got a 1v1 against Vinny, and that is interesting.
Oh god. Dear.
He knows it. He spotted both of them in towards Palace. They need to start running. Stop thinking about staying alive and start thinking about support, because he's in a good position, but it is a 1v1 essentially.
Yeah.
The Sentry are not moving. This is so weird.
What keeps this an okay scenario is it is Vinny's position. Well, they're not perfectly planted for him. He's nervous right now, whether this is still stuck. No, he can see the bomb. He knows. This is chill. No issue here. And even the Sentry picking up that final frag for Imperial as they introduce themselves on the screen.
That's such a weird round out of Imperial, because they win all the fights in towards that A bomb side, but Vinny just sprints and hightails it back in towards B. If there was a smoke on the CT side, that would have been a little bit funky. The stake odds heavily favoring Imperial, and of course don't forget about the weekly of $35. You can take advantage of that one by clicking the banner below the stream. Imperial still favored, albeit the slow start. They have put the money of the CT side in a bit of a situation. That's because of how close a lot of the first couple of rounds were. Even though Imperial were losing them, they were still getting kills.
I mean, Ted, from the very first few rounds of this game, you realize why Imperial and ShindeN have been going toe-to-toe in every match that they play against each other. High caliber Counter-Strike. A lot of individuals shining and not shying away from going for fast plays like this. Tommy, you sneaky boy. It is being watched though. ShindeN, a little bit frustrated not being able to connect that shot, but it keeps him alive. He doesn't get surprised, and that's the important part.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a good indicator, but Imperial had no pressure towards the big extremity, right? So ShindeN should have been ready, and he was. You spotted that one player there. That means that there's probably going to be a bit of a stack going on towards A if that guy is that deep. Where do you want to go if you're Imperial? Tommy has been able to find shots in towards under. This is out of there. No possibility for a refrag. This is a very weird scenario for Imperial. They sure a little bit uncomfortable going back in towards the A bomb side because of that deep position. They should know there's a stack, but they just can't avoid it. Be too dangerous.
It means these entries on A need to be quick, effective. Can produce an important lurk, but that only comes through on the latter stage of this first step. Needs to be
flank and T-spawn.
Yeah, there is also another flank. You're right. It's from ShindeN's side. The equation, and Tommy's able to find both, shooting No Way and ShindeN simultaneously, and that is done. Enough by coming through from ShindeN.
It might be a nice half coming out of show, right? That was not the best investment ever. Make it work with that aggression in towards B, and that's one of these scenarios where we're just expecting the mid aggression and it never came through. They got that kill in the form of Tommy just getting the pickup with the FAMAS. And that's honestly one of my favorite things about Tommy as an in-game leader. He's not a passive guy, right? He's not just going to go and jump spot on B on a map. He's just going to be constantly moving around, trying to pull off aggressive plays, especially on a round like this where you have lesser weaponry and not as utility. He's the type of guy that will take the initiative. And so far, twice already, somehow found himself in a position in T-spawn, flanking these, trying to get up with them oblivious to the idea. The setups out of ShindeN have been very good to get themselves in these comfortable positions later on. Imperial definitely have something about in that tactical timeout. Another factor behind Imperial is that they don't really have a coach working with them, right? And that's a factor that oftentimes gets overlooked because of how, I guess, decent the name value is. They do not have anyone supporting Vinny, so he's by himself when to come up with solutions.
Been an interesting game. But for Imperial, it's starting to get a bit dangerous. Slipping through their fingers, perhaps. It's their last chance to take a firm grip of this T side. Coming in, Naz needs to be cautious. He is looking for it, but timing is slightly missed. The boost being returned as well.
They've boosted two players, and that was good, right? You saw the first boost at the left-hand side of the bench, out the right side of the wall and towards short. That's because if you're jumping on top of the bench yourself, you're a little bit exposed. They have no clue there's two people behind. They just need to look towards middle. They're not looking.
Vinny! The double kill as well to return. That is massive. It felt like ShindeN had everything under control. Stars were aligning, spotting up the right players, but Vinny's kept Imperial afloat.
Bomb still drops top middle. They need to recover that. No Way's found a bit of a gap in the bomb side. If the Sentry's able to get the bomb, run back B, No Way takes the space. This is doable. Vinny needs to try and stay alive for as long as possible.
It's hard. It's just 90 points of health. He is surrounded. The Sentry as fast as possibly feasible over to this B site. And indeed, he'll make it here, throwing the bomb over to his teammate. And C4 now touching down. Fragedy. Nice first pick onto No Way. Now you know where the sentry. So all three pairs of eyes will be locked in on his position, but you only need player to take it to Biz to find of his opponent. ShindeN completely obliterate Imperial.
That was the weirdest situation ever. You had two players in towards the window, and then they just push out connector with two people, two more coming out of short, but none of the T's were looking in towards mid. They had no reason to. They didn't know that reaggressing play was happening. Cello gets killed from mid when he's in window. That was roles reversed. He had no clue. And that's such a margin as well. If Cello turns around, fault him, but if he turns around, he's probably seeing two or three people with their backs turned towards him. That could have been such a good Imperial. ShindeN running away with another one. Tom ready on 9 and 4 is the idea. And Fragedy has been a menace to deal with. 5-1. Imperial looking a bit of a tough. How B-pop come. Window kitchen smoke flashes. That's going to be Saturn responsible for the use.
Here we go. Naz even ends up with a pick onto No Way, and Abiz feels very confident lining up together with Tommy. This is a perfect defense. Not flattening out here. Not plateau. This is consistent on ShindeN's side.
Yeah, and it feels like Imperial have run out of ideas as well, right? They're just getting part everywhere they go. You want to try something a little bit quicker. You get absolutely farmed by the anchors just winning their fights and have good protocols. You try and slow them play a bit of a default. You around the map and you just get shut down in the late round. Another reminder to go and check out 80K, best gaming mice in the industry. And you've also got a giveaway that's going to be appearing inside of the screen every again. And you can click the banner below the stream the moment that you see the pop-up, and you can sign up for that 8 gaming mice giveaway.
We get to see
the only thing you have in order to win is to actually just watch the games. It's quite easy. And click the banner.
And fun.
And have fun. Yeah, that's always important.
Well, it's easy and fun was I always take
okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Trying to ad-lib, you know, between your sentences.
Yeah.
I guess there's a little bit of a delay, you know, ping and all. Bits and bobs fly the air. So, not been out anything. HG working in Sadzin's favor. Here's off with numbers advantage.
For the first time in a while, they had situations a couple ago, but now you're in desperate need. It's a free opener middle, no opportunity for the C response, so now they're making a bit of a read. Fragedy's going to be left alone with the smoke in towards the ramp. Triple stack on B. Fragedy needs a big play. He's got no patience whatsoever. Him all alone.
What can he do on this? Answer is quite a bit. Headshot, damage onto another, but a little bit extra that to stand the chance of the round. Biz and Naz, players remaining. And Vinny answering off position, therefore not affected by the bullet sprayed towards him. And Biz, though, finding one pick has made this within the realm of reason.
Yeah, Vinny's low, and they know where the Oper is now. Starting to put the picture together.
No util, so all dry peaks from here on out. No kippies to put a smoke either. Biz trying to be patient for the long push. Ooh, Vinny taken care of. Now you need to get onto the bomb and you need assistance, but expecting someone to appear out from Palace, but that is not the case. Information there. You now know Sadzin connects on the shot, and that is the round over. Frighteningly close. Imperial stay in control.
Is the repositioning that makes the difference. You see him smiling right there. If he stays into us, this round is impossible to win. With him being held from connector, it's just the fact that they had not enough time, and the moment that Naz gets that kill and shuts down the rifler, the Oper was, but he needs to defuse, had no other choice. And his teammate a little bit slower to go for the swing, couldn't get there in time to protect him. Imperial get a second round on the board, slowly starting to build back into this game. Window con smoke play, Ollie under. A little bit of aggression coming out of Vivs though. He's dropped down AWP looking for an opening, but he's on a bit of a timer there, so decides to fall back.
Cello being hurt a little bit by a couple of HGs, down to 64 points of health. And looks like Crunch. ShindeN also taking forwards into ramp. No one around, but might be well postured for a potential connect on Crunch. Even though jungle is smoked, no one's around to be affected by it, but there will be 3 bodies available for the CT side defense. Ivs weaving left and right, and it's glorious. Low in health now, but Vinny and Desenchi might have the tides around. Ivs is alone. How much more can he do? 2 is all he's got on the line, and Sadson closing in has a great flick onto Naz to put Imperial in position.
How have they brought this one back? That was the 5 versus 3. 32 opening kills out of Vivs. Some crazy shots coming out of Desenchi on low HP. Vinny winning a fight. Sadson with the flick in jungle. And Abyss is just left all alone wondering what the hell happened to my team. How can I pull this one off? He would have a smoke, but definitely not getting a chance to win one. Swiftly moving away. And this one was just a massive proof to how dangerous Imperial as the team is in the mid-round. They have players that are incredible. We had that conversation the other day against Bestia, right? It felt like at a certain point, whether you left Sadson and Vinny, Sadson and No Way, Sadson and Desenchi, because most of the time the Oper is involved in these, they would be able to turn around 2vx's very seamlessly and easy. Look at that from Ivs once again. Dancing around default, able to get the kills. Desenchi winning that fight barely by the skin of his teeth. On the low HP, running the Oper down. It's just their capability of winning it in quick succession. They're very, very good at thriving in chaos.
Got a lot of skill for the individuals on that squad. Makes sense. No way though. Picks up first blood in the round, and Imperial started to feel like the ones in control here. No Way's positioning and apartments doesn't last too long. ShindeN are able to resound. You have to take risks if you're ShindeN. When your numbers are down, you've got 1 player per side and 2 bunched up in mid. Hoping they have an early warning system and have 2 players on quick rotation.
Oh, that's going to be a big nade. It's all about the timing. Nas with a great smoke. Do they walk? The nade could still be very painful.
Oh my god,
this is going to go a little bit deeper. Right? It's still taxed. That's it. And they've caught him in weird transition. Being a little bit too noisy. And now he's created an opening for them. ShindeN might have to call this round off.
They might. Provided they're worse for wear economically, 3 rounds in a row for Imperial has done a number on their cash. So indeed, Imperial gaining traction once again with a single casualty as well with the likes of Nowhere. Great job opening up apartments at the very start of the round. But it's Imperial the clinicalness of their execution. And that's the important win. The game on our hands, Ted. And this is what we were looking for. At the very start, it looked like ShindeN were able to hold the ball by the horn, start right with intention. They knew how they needed going, very, very controlled. Sure, the very first few rounds were very close. ShindeN were able to skate up ahead, but it started to get a bit dangerous. Imperial, safe to say, they're definitely back in play, and ShindeN knows timeout taken to make sure they've got the right plan to take care of.
They've started prioritizing the extremities a little bit more. Imperial. It felt like the mid fight was not really going their way, and I think ShindeN knew dominating middle. So now you're seeing a lot more of the let's just try and hold middle a little bit more passively. Maybe we're gonna have that cheeky boost out of SADSEN to try and get an opening, get ourselves cheat our 5v4, and then we group up and go together somewhere. Try and abuse them, especially as the money's going lower and lower on the CT side and they're lacking utility. There's going to be some pistols, some SMGs. It becomes a lot easier. But yeah, it has started looking a little bit better out of Imperial. Another quick reminder for that weekly drop of $35 over at stake. Go and check it out. Lots of all the games here at the Qualifier as well.
So, fairly unusual for ShindeN, and the rifles that they saved will be what they rely on, but Tommy Steele proves to be the most dangerous entity. And no way, can't quite hold his own in a 1v1. To connect on the headshot, Vinny now needs to do quite raggedy. So he's drive-by on the MP. This has become a little bit this. SADSEN returns a favor. They need a few more untraded picks to go their way. Tech 9 in your face. That's up. But I want to, and no information on Naz's whereabouts.
Yeah, but he knows that's the B player, right? And you've not worse jungle nor into worse connector, so at this point, you know he must have rotated through CT spawn. Thing is, Nas is one step. He's already walking back B. Look at that. This is so smart out of Nas. He's just one by using his keyboard. He doesn't even need to shoot. Just stays around. Gonna turn the corner. Timing is not there, but Nas capitalizes on the missed shot from the open. It's the headshot out of 5-7. This guy is a clutch mass.
Very slight grin coming off face there. You said he won it off of his keyboard. I'd say he won it off of his brain. Great read at the end of that round. Great repositioning. A little bit off on that timing. Could have gotten very awkward. If ShindeN win rounds like this, make Imperial's task very, very difficult. Last round of the half. This should be interesting given the Imperial stack up apartments, 3 play strong from the very beginning.
Ooh, nice opening kill out of Vin. Just down towards the wind. Is still looking B finish. Might see an attempt window boost. But this time, As playing up in personal, and he's not there. You've got Nas jump spotting. So even if Nas gets taken down, if he gets 1 kill from the van, that's going to be the best case scenario. They shouldn't be ready for Abyss unless he decides to play his card first, and that's going to lead to his demise. No way, just running and gunning and jumping and flying, shutting down Nas and Fragedy. A 1v5 clutch, but preventing Imperial a 5th round seems inevitable. Impossible, rather.
Yeah. Very small pool of things that you can do if you're ShindeN and when Imperial shooting like this. And that out of things that you can do is even smaller now with Fragedy on the 1v5. All players surrounding nearly. Vinny isn't going on that lurk, but it definitely feels like it on the minimap. The world is full of red, and Imperial are able to close at the very end of this half. All right, well, Imperial are able to close up the gantry 7-5, a very, very close score. ShindeN now on the T side. They were able to show how resilient they can be at the start of this map. Can they do it as the aggressors as well?
You know what, they're the monsters in the end of this one either way, but you need to try and keep uncomfortable on that CT side. Even if they win the map, you can't afford them to make clean. They are moving into the CT side of Nuke after all one is done. So a pretty dangerous situation and position if you're ShindeN. Now, good news is that is the upper bracket semifinal, ladies and gentlemen. So even the loss here is not the end of the world. So the pressure is not as high, but it does definitely make a difference between how difficult it could be for you to make it into the main event. He's just jumping back third. Oh, this is bull. Fraggy sets up Nas for a kill nicely, and he's still alive. Finally gets given a fight, and he deletes assassin of the server. Full annihilation. No way with another one. The Senshi still fighting back. The Jewel Beretta's not alone towards the back of the bomb side, though. The Senshi is also there. This will be a very tough one for the T side to bring back. Frag it in the 1v2.
He's done a lot already. 2 picks. And with the center being low, he can drop Jewel. Thing is, he has no idea where Cello's coming from.
The bomb's dropped in naps.
Right in Cello's lap. We'll be checking this.
Oh, he should hide. Let him take the bomb, drop onto the side. Be
surprise,
elusive to the timing, or just straight up go for the Ferrari peak, face it as a real man, and kill him.
Oh, what a crazy round. Let's have a look at this one again, because it all transpired so quickly. You have ShindeN trying to break through the middle of the map, which means that you are going to cause chaos from Imperial. But that beat looked quite dangerous. Fraggy things in a position where ShindeN can come back from. But it's Cello that puts the final nail in the coffin in the round.
I thought it would have been so sick if Cello just doesn't peek, lets him take the bomb, drop onto the bomb side. Abs would have been the last position where he's expecting, but we're talking about Cello, so of course he's going to go for the peek.
You can never expect this move.
I mean, you can always expect his move. He's always peeking.
He's always moving.
Yeah, no, he is. We love Cello. Bless Cello.
I wonder how he is on the dance floor. Talk about him.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Brazilians are, you know, Brazilians do have
passionate
a group.
people. He's probably quite decent.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's decent. This is pretty clean from Vinny, although it does run out of him, won't be able to take care of Naz at a distance.
The audacity of Vinny, by the way. He didn't even try and take his pistol out. He was just, yeah, I'm going to reload right in front of you.
And jump up and down. I mean, he knew he did his...
Okay, Fraggedy.
He was thighs as well. Over glitch on the kill streak. Didn't quite see who was able to get that big thing. Sads in. 2v3. Bomb at least goes down. That's something. You take anything you can get, and you are causing more damn pistol shots to the face on the city. So, okay, Imperial win it, but again, we're talking about moral victors here.
Yeah, perfect eco round. You're in a couple of Glocks, 1 or 2 Eagles, and you get 3 kills and a bomb. You're going to be filled up with happiness. Do wonders for you. Going to do wonders for the CT's economy as well. Imperial have leveled things up. ShindeN have put themselves in possible heading into the first buy round for that T side. Now, I wonder what their T sides are going to be looking like on Mirage here. If we're going to see them defaulting a little bit more, going for more set calls out of spawn. The only thing we've here, the StarSeries close qualifier, Lorgar, and, well, a couple other companies, but the fact that Lorgar provides the best out there, you can go and check them out. That's pretty set in stone.
Had a knock joke came to my head. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Atch.
Did you say Patch?
Atch.
Atch who?
Bless you.
Oh god. I can't believe I fell for that. I can't believe I fell for that. That is so embarrassing. I must have known there was when you said Atch. Fuck.
Yeah, friends tuned in yesterday. We had a bit of a back and forth with jokes, plenty of tech pauses to dad jokes in. But hopefully not.
Knock knock.
Nice and so far. Ah, who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
There you go. Fraggedy with a nice opening kill. Flash in towards Connector. He's gonna chase SadZen away and right into the worms of Nas, who was already boosted in though prior to that. Cello towards the back of the bomb side. A lot of angles to be worried about. Even mollied out of position. Taken out. Burned to a crisp.
No way, he's trying to close in. Vinny needs to do quite a bit, but they've closed in on his ankle. That barrel was an early warning system as well for him. There's no hiding that M4A1S, no silencer. And ShindeN get guns available to them, and they take perfect use of them.
You can already see the difference between those two teams' T sides as well, right? If Imperial were trying to go through that smoke, it would be Cello trying to go on a bit of a timing, nodding for the A players to make some noise. It's just a pure, they're not going to expect this, they're not going to see this one coming. With ShindeN, every makes sense, right? The support flashes, the utility is very basic Counter-Strike, very, very well executed, but it's very, I guess, consequential extent. And the second tactical timeout coming out of Imperial. A lot of things to talk about. The Senchi's got a couple of words for his team behind him. Oh, there's a dog in the background. Look at the bottom right.
Can I dog?
The puppy.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet dog?
That's such a cute doggy. It was a puppy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a puppy. Or a very small and tiny dog. That looks like it should more.
Puppy, puppy. Happy puppy. Sorry, don't know what's wrong with me.
That's
my
fine.
My brain went in a cute dog mode.
I saw good. Started the Instagram reels of little pups and cats.
Oh yeah.
Ramp push. Is there a flash out of SadZen? He's got one, but they might just want to walk back. D. Gonna take first point of contact. Actually, it's SadZen and the Senchi to get both these kills.
It's about retaliation. And Imperial have done a stellar job with lesser goals on the top of the leaderboard right now with numbers. A complete reset coming out from ShindeN as well. As a reposition all the way through spawn. And Imperial have adjusted as well, right? They're going to be playing pretty safe. Take care of this one with numbers. It looks like they decide to take the gamble to have the 3 players towards this A site. Abiz likely to busy for a little while before the rotate will be possible. Unless we're talking about an A split, then this gets interesting.
It is still a very tough round to win. Yeah, B feels such an unsafe territory because you have to send towards the extremities. If you want to direct, worst case scenario, you want to show in towards short so he can get, and then maybe he's going to be a B, and then you just jump down connector.
Big kill.
There's the first. There's 2 more players here though, and the Senchi's still in towards Palace. He's the real danger man.
Okay, lighting away. 5-7, kind of close quarters. He's locked in on that position. ShindeN turning it around here. SadSen and the Sentry both have rifles. Scratch that. Now it's down to 1. And SadSen outside, wrong part of the world. At least he'll be seeing this big green at the next round as he hugs onto it for dear life. And ShindeN take over to extend the.
I can't say enough about how a proper team ShindeN are, by the way. This is good Counter-Strike. It's very basic stuff, but it's so well. There's 3 versus 4. First thing that's your mind. Ammo's a couple graded pistols. Maybe a rifle. They don't have a lot of. These guys have gone. Well, it's not technically half. Quality of guns is like a half by, right? So you get low on utility. You can still regather, try and play the long game. They probably don't have a lot of utility, and they're not going to be comfortable with some of these pistols. So they're highly likely to be playing for some information. So they either group up, stack, push, or just start. The Oper opens things up. They're Jiggo out of no way. Ifs is just dominating them right now. So aware of the possibility of a push in towards Palace as well. That was with the FAMAS. ShindeN are not least unturned. This is very solid Counter-Strike out of the Argentinian side.
I'm impressed, right? Even when Imperial are doing their Imperial thing and trying to stabilize ShindeN.
They're giving them a lot of chances, right? But ShindeN no advantage of it. This is solid Counter-Strike for European Tier 2 standards as well.
And the perfect way they can show that at an interval is by winning the StarSeries closed qualifier. SadSen find first blood, and he doubled. This is the only rifle available to them, and they still have danger that staying quiet. SadSen, oh, he finds another. So the element of surprise still exists. Cello walks out of the shadows and surprises opposition. Hang on a second, we were praising ShindeN by how clean they were. Imperial draw out of their hat.
That was the ultimate caster curse. They just walk into a full stack and SadSen devours them with the AWP from the back of the bomb side. The individuals having Imperial. Look at that from SadSen. First kill jumps through the smoke. Make it a dunk, a triple, and Cello just finding a tiny gap beside the smoke. But at this point, it didn't even matter who was going to get the final couple of frags. It's a very similar story to a couple of days ago for Imperial against Bestia. It's on that dust too. It is the individuals, and there's the pop-up for the giveaway. Quick. Click the banner below. I tried something new with the culture. Spawn some urgency.
That was answer kind of thing, though. Fair enough. You helped them.
You gotta watch.
Chat, guys.
Wait for the banner. Click below this moment that you see the graphic appearing.